Just like that time in the bathroom, he inflicted intense pain upon her. There was no pity, no gentleness, just straight-up venting. He clearly didn't want to touch her, nor did he want to make a deal with her, but she was the one who made the first move and started all this. Now, she suggested to stop making these deals with him. Why was he so fired up? Also, he said, she didn't want to rely on him, but others. In his eyes, did he think she was that kind of person to rely on others to get to the top? Qiao Enhao knew that even if she tried to explain herself, Lu Jinyan wouldn't necessarily believe her. But she wrestled with the idea in her mind and couldn't help but open her eyes. She pushed herself to endure the pain Lu Jinyan inflicted and opened her mouth to say in a low voice, I never wanted to rely on others, I only wanted to rely on myself. In reality, she wanted to tell him that she liked him and that she didn't want him to look down on her, so she didn't want to make this deal. However, in the end, she couldn't bring herself to say it. One has to understand that from the beginning, she did ask him who he liked and he had responded by angrily saying that it didn't matter who he liked, it wouldn't be her. If she told him that she liked him now, who knows what kind of rude things he would say to her. Lu Jinyan really didn't imagine that Qiao Enhao would suddenly speak. All of a sudden, he stopped in his tracks to register what she had said. Not rely on anyone, only rely on herself. If producer Sun had never mentioned taking up the leading role tonight, what would she have said to him? Right to this point, could it have been because she had already entered the entertainment industry and had 2 shows that he had no value? So now, she wanted to cut all ties with him. Well, actually, this whole time, hadn't she always treated him this way? As much as she could, she would always look for ways to avoid him and distance herself from him. She tried to not get involved with him whenever possible. Even when he was alone, she tried her best to not even look at him. A hint of sadness crept into Lu Jinyan's eyes. It lasted for just a moment before he returned to tranquility. Without a word, he continued to kiss her. Because of the pain, Qiao Enhao let out a little shiver, but he refused to give in. He eased off a lot more but was still quite rough. Once finished, Lu Jinyan didn't have any intention of hanging around. He quickly got up off the bed and headed straight for the bathroom.